Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. Today I want to talk about mass hypnosis. How society, we all have been hypnotized to think certain way, to act and behave certain way. So that's the reason why many people feel like they are living in toxic environment, and sometimes it feels like we are walking through the zombie land or something like that. It's like bad to say that, but sometimes it truly feels like that. Like not many people are actually awakened to that greater awareness how sacred life is, how sacred our actions are, how sacred even our thoughts are, how sacred it is to creatively express ourselves, right? Not many people are aware of that, so many people are wasting their time, their lives, their sacredness just because they are lacking that awareness. And many times you feel then like you are a victim of the circumstances, because around you can find many this kind of people. So I wanted to make this video to bring you a greater understanding that you're not a weirdo if you feel that way. Because right now many people are waking up, and the first stage of awakening is that stage of awareness when we recognize that something is wrong. When we look around us, when we observe people, when we observe how we are behaving, something is wrong. Something is missing here. We see all that advertisement. We see how the school is teaching us. We see how many doctors are not actually preaching what we need to be happy, but rather what we need to buy, what we need to be healthy, but rather what we need to buy to be healthy. Not all the doctors. We have many doctors which are actually helping people to be healthier. But we can find that in society right now. That many people have lost that awareness, what life is all about. Why are we alive at the first place? Can you become aware why are you alive at the first place? Because many people want to give up just because they don't know why they are here at the first place. So I want to give you this message, my friends. Do not give up, because your presence matters truly a lot, especially if you're becoming more aware of yourself. And I will explain you why your presence matters. You know, each of us came to this planet because you brought something unique here, and maybe you're not aware yet what it is. You know that you're alive, you know that you can think, you know that you can feel something, and because you can feel something, usually you feel pain, you feel fear, and maybe right now when you're seeing all the restrictions and everything that is happening, you even feel anger. And it's natural, it's a natural reaction towards what we are seeing when our awareness is telling to us that it's not natural. It's naturally to react that way if we feel that it is not what life is all about. To be limited by certain circumstances. But there's a purpose for that. Everything has a purpose. Even thus, what are the mass hypnosis that we've been talking about? In the previous video I mentioned to you that our brains don't know the difference between positive or negative. You give it direction and that's what you see. You give it direction and that's what you get. So if you see the problems, if you're thinking about the problems, your brain will start searching the memories which are problems for you, where you've experienced problems. If you focus on the beauty, your brain will start searching all the memories from the beautiful moments where you felt truly alive. That's how our brain works. It doesn't mean that problems are negative and the beauty is positive. Wherever you place your attention, that's what you will see. And because the system is designed the way to hypnotize you, so you can follow certain order, it's not good and it's not bad. It's just the observation how something works. Because the thing is, once we understand how the brain works, we know how to produce things so people will be hypnotized by them. So people will believe that they need them. So they will buy them, they will follow them, so they can be happy. Right? We think like we need all the stuff so we can be happy. What we truly need is to be happy, so we can find out what we truly need. Right? Everything is kinda reverse. We think we need all those things to be happy, but what we truly need is to be happy first, so we can find out what we actually need. People think they need to find that special partner, or right now, many people think they need to find the soulmate so they can be loved. But what is the truth? We need to love ourselves to such a degree that we will attract that special person into our lives. Because your soul already knows where is that special soul which is meant for you. But it needs to be activated to such a degree that the attraction, that your magnetic attraction can reach that other soul's magnetic attraction. It can only happen when you love yourself, when you love your life enough that that energetic connection can happen. Nobody is telling us that because most people are in this mass hypnosis, in those limitations. So before I said it's not good and it's not bad, the purpose of it is to wake you up to the greater level so we can upgrade that matrix, that system. If we would say that this system is bad, then we are already a victims of it. Just today I was walking through the city and I saw a sticker. On that sticker was written "End to the fake news media," something like that. And then you ask yourself, is this actually helpful? End to the fake news media? Everybody who will see that can sense it's made out of fear or out of anger. Is that the solution if we place somewhere "End to the fake news media"? Is that the solution? You know what's the solution? Bring so much good news media out there that it will overreach the fake news. Bring so much good news out there that it will overflow the fake news. You know how many people are out there which can do that? But how many people are actually doing that? It's easier to say, "End to that, end to that." But it's not so easy to actually make a difference. You know, we need to creatively think more and complain less. That's the solution. The current system is not so much designed to make you more creative. It's designed to make you a better worker. But we can see that right now we actually need more creative minds so we can create greater outcomes, healthier outcomes, not just for ourselves, but for the planet, for the earth, for humanity. We need more of that. So we need to develop that creative mind. Many people many times write me like they want to connect with oneness, you know, with that great consciousness, with the higher self and so on. But firstly, we need to develop our creative mind so we can start thinking for ourselves. Once we start thinking for ourselves, we will finally know why we want to connect with the oneness, with the higher self. It will actually happen by itself, because we can't force that. We can't force a mystical awakening, because it can only be experienced when it's unforced, when it feels natural. When we are creative, we are natural, because being creative is our natural state. That's why every single day I'm bringing you good news. There are some good news, some beautiful news. You are beautiful. That's a good news. You're beautiful, my friends. So, when you feel like there are toxic people around you, know that you are the cure for them. Not to please them, not to force them to change, but to bring something beautiful to them. However you can. You have many talents. You have many gifts within you. Maybe you don't know yet what they are, but they are within you for a reason. When you were a kid, you knew that. Maybe you were drawing a lot, maybe you were singing a lot, maybe you were constantly looking what can you fix, even if you didn't know how to fix. Maybe you are playing around constantly, searching how to build houses or things out of wood. Just think about it, because everything has a meaning in our lives. Everything has a meaning in our lives. When we are thinking about our childhood, there are actually great omens of a greater purpose of our lives. Not many people know that, because they've been hypnotized during their aging process, so they forgot about it. And they've started searching happiness in things which will never bring it to them on a long term. And there's also purpose to that. Why we are searching happiness in the things which will never bring happiness to us? So we can finally find out what happiness is not. That's the purpose of that. Once we learn what is the real happiness, we can have all the money we want. Actually, it will come automatically, because it's just the energy. We can have any material thing we want. We don't need to quit smartphones, technology, material possessions in order to be awakened. We don't need that. It's all energy. If we know how to use energy, we can have everything, but it will not destroy us. It will not distract us. Because now we are masters, we are alchemists, if we say that way. So even in many different spiritual circles, people are hypnotized. They think you need to dress certain way in order to be spiritual. You need to act certain way or talk certain way in order to be spiritual. You need to say, I don't know, namaste constantly in order to be spiritual, or whatever. Not that it's good or it's bad, but it's not like that. We can be completely normal, whatever normal is. And we can be awakened if we understand that nothing outside of us is controlling our internal state. That we are the artists. I'm sharing my art constantly with you. Not just to show you my art, but because art is automatically, it puts us into a calmer state. Our brains goes from that high beta, high alert beta state into alpha state, which is a creative state. Just observing the art will put you into alpha state. You are going now out of this systematic hypnosis into creative hypnosis. Suddenly you become more self-aware. And then if the message is resonating with you, you're activating your heart now. And your heart is saying to you, well, there's some good quality in this information which can help you to awaken. It's not about me, it's now about you. It's about your beginning of the process of awakening, which is necessary in order to experience a greater fulfillment. And we come to the point where, like Dalai Lama said, everybody wants to be happy and everybody wants to escape suffering. In this mass hypnosis, most people are suffering, but they don't even know that they are suffering. Once we calm our brain, we actually find out how much we've been suffering. Once we find out how much we've been suffering, we finally start searching greater happiness. When we start searching greater happiness, we change our direction. Because now we are not following anymore to the things which we hope they will bring us happiness. Now we are actually following the path of life, which will teach us what the real happiness is. That's the point when people quit their jobs. That's the point where people stop hanging with their fake friends. That's the point where people sell their things and they start traveling. I've been there. I've sold most of my things and I went traveling so I could find myself. That was my journey. And I did. And when I thought I found myself, I found out that I'm just at the beginning. I've experienced many challenges after that, but those were good challenges. They truly made me. At that time, I was truly disconnected from the society in a good way. I was without money, without friends. I was without many things, so it felt like I'm in kinda isolation. And because it was my decision, my choice, I knew that it needs to happen that way. I've shared that story with you before, but because there's many people, I will make another video just about that story because it's truly amazing. But what I went through at that time is what the world is going through right now. The isolation, many people have lost their jobs, many people went through relationship problems, challenges, through psychological challenges, you know, all that mind thing that is happening, the information, emotional challenges, when we don't know how to overcome fear, how to overcome anger, how to overcome frustration. Those are pushes or triggers or energy bombs within our bodies, which we don't know how to change it. I went through it at that time and it made me who I am today. It brought me to a greater me, to the real me. So when I see through what the world is going right now, I see that transformation. Like the caterpillar is going through transformation to become a butterfly. in between is chaos. And that's what is happening. So the mass hypnosis, the purpose of those mass hypnosis is to wake you up. Not that people will wake up at the same time, but each individual will awaken at some point. Because we never can stay the same. Nothing in life will ever stay the same. Everything is constantly changing. And truly, my friends, if you feel like you are living in a toxic environment, like you are living in a place where you don't want to be, ask yourself what can be meaning behind it. Can it be connected with something that you actually already feel within you? Maybe you feel that you have something within you that you can bring to that place to make it a better place, a brighter place. If you can't find anything that could be connected with it, remove yourself from that place, and then you will find the meaning. Sometimes we need that fasting, right? Fasting of information, fasting of connection with people, fasting of communication, fasting of observing same place over and over again to find a greater meaning. Sometimes we need that. So always think that way. If there is something wrong and you found yourself at that place, knowing that there's something wrong, you found yourself there because you have something within which can make it better. Do not complain what is happening. Do not share anger because you feel that it's wrong. Bring more light to it with your unique gifts and talents. Maybe you're a truly compassionate person. Maybe you're a truly creative person. Maybe you're a great worker. Maybe you're a great talker, a great communicator. Maybe you're a great healer. This is the light. We need to make this world lighter. It's a lot of heavy energy right now. We need to make this world lighter. Right? So bring more of your light to the world. And you may say, well, it's not easy to do, when I get angry, it's hard to stop that. Yeah, I will say that's the challenge you need to overcome. That's the challenge you need to overcome so you can get stronger with your gifts. Imagine what can happen when you get stronger with your gifts. Go and watch Harry Potter and see what happened when he gets stronger with his gifts. See what happened. Why you have gifts, why you have talents, why you have that ability to communicate, to see, why you have ability to see the problems, to see the solutions, to see the beauty, or to see what is wrong so we can fix it, or to see whatever. What's the purpose behind your abilities to see, to talk, to hear, to touch, to smell, to sense intuition, to reconnect back with your soul? What's the meaning behind all of that? Is it to destroy our home, Mother Gaia, or is it to make it a better place? Think about it, my friends, because you will see that your life is sacred. And that's how we will end this mass hypnosis. And we will upgrade that matrix to a more beautiful, more meaningful, more helpful system. And everybody can do that. Because all of you are here for a special reason. All of you. And you will find it out. So this is it for today, my friends. I'm sending you all love, blessings, and lots of power. I hope you've enjoyed today's painting. I hope you've found something meaningful within it and that you've enjoyed the message. If you would like to find more about my art, you can find it on my Instagram page, I Draw My Passion. See you there, my friends. Till next time, one love.